How are we doing, guys? McCann here and welcome to another FIFA 21 video. It is currently 7:30 on Wednesday evening. We do have a new team of the week. Usually with the team of the week we do have a new Silver Stars that gets released as well. We don't actually have that. That's obviously due to the new season being dropped on Friday. There wouldn't be much of a point in dropping my Silver Stars tonight for then it to be um, expired on the Friday. So there is no Silver Stars tonight. There is a team of the week. We also have a new SBC as well, which I'm actually quite surprised about. Didn't actually expect any content to be dropped. There is quite a lot happening on Friday, guys. Obviously, the new season, Future Stars Team 2. There is also rumours that the Prime Icon moments will be getting dropped in packs as well on Friday, which then could mean that Prime Icon moments could coming into SPCs, which would be absolutely brilliant. Obviously, the icon swaps will be back with the new season as well. And then I'm also led to believe that, kind of similar to last year, where they've done the upgrades on Future Stars, so you would have a certain Future Star starting at whatever rating. You would do objectives to unlock a new rating, then you would do objectives again to unlock the new rating, and then you would get to the end, and it was a really big high end card that you would get at the end of all the objectives. So I believe that that's meant to be happening again. Again, I'm not entirely sure. That would be absolutely brilliant. I have been quiet this week in terms of no much streaming in terms of like FIFA and stuff, and it's just because I've actually had nothing to do on the game at all. Completed Sandro Tonali on Monday, and then other than that, there has been absolutely nothing for me to do at all on gameplay. But I just want to say, guys, if you are enjoying the content I'm bringing you, if you don't mind dropping a like in the video, subscribe if you've not already subscribed, it would be very, very much appreciated. But in terms of tonight's content, guys, we're going to get straight into it, so I'm going to take you straight into the Ultimate Team. As I said, we do have a new SBC, and obviously we want to look at a few players within the team of the week as well, because there are a couple of players in that team of the week that would be very, very nice red picks for sure. Obviously, I forgot to mention as well that there has been a couple of headliners that have been upgraded. One due to the team of the week inclusion, and then another two due to their teams winning 4 games in a row. So, I very good for headliners. Obviously, Friday is going to be a big day in terms of content, so it's just basically waiting until that happens. In terms of objectives, guys, there isn't actually anything there. Was not expecting anything, as I said, no silver stars there as well. So, and in terms of milestones, this just seems to be a completely forgotten section. I say it in every single video, but it's genuinely the truth. So I'm going to obviously have a look at the SBC. In fact, we'll have a look at the SBC first, and then we can look at the team of the week going foot bin, because it is it gives us access to it gives us the ability to access the players to have a look at more easily as well. So Moussa Dembele, moments Dembele, earn player moments. Moussa Dembele celebrating his decisive brace against Man City in the UEFA Champions League 1920. For me personally, guys, I've had a look at this card. This card is absolutely brilliant. It is a wee bit overpriced, but as I say with every single SBC, guys, if yous can relate, if yous have got an attachment, basically, if yous are attached to this card, for example, me with Dembele, being a Celtic fan, he used to play with Celtic, so I'm going to complete Dembele. His card is coming in at roughly about 220k because it is an 86 rated squad. So with a La Liga player, an 86 and a 65 chemistry, I will be completing him though. It is very, very overpriced, and people who don't have the attachment, as I said, or the attractions, maybe a better word, to this kind of card, might just give it a miss, because it is another overpriced SPC. I've obviously not completed Pedro Goncalves as well. I just think he's very, very overpriced. Obviously, we did drop a video on him a couple of days ago. But in terms of Dembele, guys, 4-star, high medium work rate, 6 foot. This card is brilliant, man. A wee bit low on agility balance, but dribbling is well rounded other than that. And then your physicals are absolutely brilliant. The shooting is absolutely brilliant. And the pace, again, a wee bit of a weird split, but again, probably a finisher chem style or even a hunter chem style in this guy, and he'll be absolutely brilliant. Heading accuracy obviously good at 95 as well. So this is another Atletico Madrid player. It's another French player. It's absolutely mental how many Atletico Madrid players we've had. Obviously, he does still have the Leon kit there because he's transferred for there. But again, as I said, It is definitely an overpriced SBC, guys. I will load them up in FUTBin. We can have a look at them on that as well. As I said, I will be completing him. Although he is overpriced, I do have an attraction to his card due to the fact that he did play with Celtic in the past. So, and all the Celtic fans love Moussa Dembele. Let's just be honest. So, as I said, guys, I'll take you to FUTBin now. We can have a look at the team of the week. Obviously, no silver star, as I keep saying, but if I take you to the PC screen the now trips, that is the team of the week for this week. Obviously, Mozzarella, Varane is definitely the top card within this full team of the week. This guy is the best centre back in the game, other than some icons. He's absolutely brilliant. So obviously with the inclusion in the team of the week, this Kimpembe card is very very nice as well. Again, Morales is very very good too. Sterling's a very nice card, other than the fact he's got 3-star weak foot. And we do have a Memphis Depay in here as well, and a Luke Shaw, which is quite good to see. And then this is the headliners card that has had the boost because of the fact that he's in the team of the week. So as I said, guys, this is the team of the week here. Varane's coming in at 1.4 million, which is absolutely insane. And then Kimpembe's coming in at 400k as well. Again, another very very nice card. So I'm going to grab a couple of these players who, just looking at the team here, who I wouldn't actually mind as a red player pick. Obviously, we did get Depay as a red player pick, and we also have his player moments card, so it'd be interesting to compare them two. I would actually like to have a look at Morales, and then obviously Orzabal has got his headliner, so we'll have a look at that. But other than that, guys, that is really it. But we'll look at Dembele first, troops, before we go anywhere. So his SPC is actually coming in at 204,000 coins, which is, as I said, very very overpriced for this guy. But with a finisher, he's a 94 striker. That pace is, again, it is a weird split, but the sprint speed definitely makes up for the acceleration. 90 pace is not too bad, especially for a player with 4-star, 4-star, and he's quite a big guy. Do you know what I mean? So obviously with the finisher, it gets that agility balance. Very very nice boosts there. The dribbling gets a boost as well. I'm just thinking, does an engine work? An engine definitely works, but I just feel like it does need the shooting. Deadeye obviously makes him a 94 as well, but then you're lost out the agility balance. Hunter Chem style could potentially be the one. The agility balance isn't too low. It could be doing me an improvement, but if you're firing the Hunter Chem style, you're getting 98 pace and 93 shooting as whole rounded stats there. That's insane with the good physicals. Again, the dribbling is relatively decent and well rounded. And then your passing as well is pretty good in the right areas. Short passing, vision, curve. Obviously your long passing, free kick, and crossing is irrelevant for a striker, but again, I know this card is overpriced, guys, but this is a card that I probably will complete just due to the fact, as I said, because of the fact that he played for Celtic. But I would go with a Hunter Chem style, or I would even go with a finisher Chem style. If you're no too fussed about the agility balance, again, the Deadeye works as well. Even a marksman would work. For sure the marksman works. Obviously it doesn't catch the agility balance, but the marksman for sure does work. So I would go with Hunter personally. Obviously you need to keep an eye on that agility balance, but a Hunter for me is what I would go with. I'll have a look at the team of the week first before we go into the headliners cards, but obviously Varane coming in at 1.4 on PlayStation and 1.2 roughly on Xbox. He's one of the best meta cards in the game. So with a shadow, I have his base 86, and it's absolutely brilliant. So actually from his base, he's had 1 pace, 2 shooting. This is his first in form, so 1 passing, 2 dribbling, 1 defending, and 2 physical, which is actually quite good. So he has had a decent boost there, but again, an absolute brilliant card, an absolute meta card as well. And I'd love to get him as a red pick. He would probably just go straight into my team again, to be honest with you. So that is Rafa Varane. This Kimpembe card is actually quite good as well. With a Shadow Chem style, again another 92 centre back. Very very nice pace, defending is brilliant, physicals are brilliant. A wee bit low on agility balance, composure's nice, ball control reaction is very very good, and short passing and long passing again. So your passing is very good in the key areas, in the right areas. So Kimpembe would be very nice. Again, another 300 to 400,000 coin card as well. So you definitely know, judging by the price, that it's coming in good. The only thing about this Sterling is the fact that he's got a 3-star weak foot. It just makes it not that great. But as a cam with a Deadeye, he's a 94 cam, and that's brilliant. Even like a 93 left or right winger, whatever you fancy playing him as. But again, this Sterling card is brilliant. This would be another nice red pick for anybody if they could get their hands on him. So obviously we'll wait and see what we get tomorrow, guys. But I don't usually tend to end up with decent red picks, if I'm honest. But in terms of this Depay, from his previous inform, 1 pace, 1 shooting, 2 passing, 2 dribbling, 1 physical and 1 defending. From his player moments, he's had 1 pace, 0 shooting, 4 passing, and 1 across the board for physicals, dribbling and defending. I do have this player moments card, and he's absolutely brilliant for me. He does play as a striker for me, and he's contributed for that. I'll basically double the amount of games he's played in terms of goal contributions. So he's a nice card for sure. But this card, I run a hunter on mine, and he's absolutely brilliant. This is a nice card. Obviously, the 3-star weak foot sucks a wee bit, but the 5-star skill moves are very, very nice for this Depay. So if you can get your hands on him as a red pick, then that's a definite win. And obviously Morales, he always seems to get this left mid card, which always comes in handy because he is actually quite a nice card. With an engine, a brilliant left mid. With a dead eye, a very, very nice cam. He's only 5'11", finesse shot, and the agility balance is actually quite nice. So even with a finisher and playing him at striker, he's a nice card. He's only coming in at 60k now, and I presume that will drop. So he is another nice inform that you can get your hands on, guys. So obviously Orzabal does get his upgrade. He does have the player in the month card, which for me is just going to be fodder now, as I do own this headliners card. But again, it's a wee bit weird how the player of the months don't budge. But again, 3-star does suck. But this is a headliner card that has had an upgrade, guys. So just keep your eye on your headliner cards. They definitely improve, and they go up as obviously team of the weeks come out, and if teams win 4 in a row, for example, Leon and Sevilla in this case. So this Totw Akambi card is only 32k, and it's absolutely brilliant. With a dead eye, he's a 94 striker. Even with a hunter, he's a 93 striker. So keep your eyes out for this card, guys. If you can, obviously he's no in packs, but even if you maybe fancy going and purchasing them, and obviously that Totw Akambi will definitely. I feel like he will get another upgrade, because Leon, obviously being in the French League, one of the big teams in there, they maybe win another 4 in a row, or even him getting another team of the week or so. He's definitely going to go up. So maybe even go and purchase some, guys. It's entirely up to yourselves. But this Diego Carlos has had an upgrade as well, and he now becomes an absolute beast. Diego Carlos is always one of the most meta centre backs in the game. Being Brazilian, being in La Liga, he links to a lot of other players as well. So a 93 centre back. And as I said, the agility balance sucks a wee bit, but in the passing, but again, it's got good short and long passing, which matters. Physicals, other than stamina does let the physicals down, but his physicals are very nice. And then obviously with that shadow chem style, getting him the good pace and defending boost. So another nice card. You can see why he's coming in at between 4 and 500 k. So I did mention that the future stars might be dropping the objective kind of stuff that they done last year. I don't really know what you call them, but I'm just trying to think of a player. Odegaard was one, Daniel James was one as well. So I'm just going to grab him, and I'm going to grab Generation. So this is the kind of idea that I'm actually talking about, guys. So to start, this was obviously an objective player last year, and to start we did get the 75 Daniel James for completing a certain amount of objectives. From that, you had to do objectives from that card to get the striker 80 card, and then to do objectives to get the 82, which then meant, yeah, in the end you ended up with the 86. The exact same as Odegaard. So we'll just, obviously his ones to watch has been upgraded with that. Nice. He should be with Arsenal now, actually. There's his upgraded card there, updated card. So we do actually have transferred cards as well, which is nice. So this is obviously, I did use this Odegaard card until I got his team of the season card. His team of the season card was absolutely brilliant for me. But again, you started with this 80 right wing Odegaard. You done certain objectives to get the 84 centre mid, to then get the 85 cam, and then you ended up with an 87 cam. And I believe he did get an extra weak foot boost. He did. They get a weak foot boost as well. So this is definitely the kind of content that I'm looking for. I'm really hoping they drop something like this on Friday along with the new season. This would be absolutely brilliant. These were genuinely just in the objective section. These weren't actually in any milestone sections or anything like that. They were just in the objective section. So I'm actually hoping and kind of praying that they drop something like this, something that we can work towards. Obviously, at this stage of the game, for example, if they mirrored this kind of idea, an 87 Odegaard, obviously it's not going to be the same player or whatever. So an 87, whatever player you want to say, isn't really going to get into many squads, many FUT Champs teams. So it's obviously we're looking for bigger improvements. So at the end, we're maybe looking for like a 90 or an 89 or a 91 if we're pushing it type of card, so that it's got the chance of actually getting in to like FUT Champs teams, etc. But looking at excuse me, looking at the future stars at Team 1, we have like a 91 Renya, 91 Camavinga, 89 Bergwijn, 88 Kulusevski. So there is quite a big rated, there is quite a big rated pool of players in that first team for future stars. So I'm kind of hoping that they kind of go with like maybe 91, 92 rated at the end of objectives if they bring them in. I'm hoping they bring them in. It's definitely something that I would like to see brought in. Obviously, it gives me something to play for. As you can see here in my objectives, I have absolutely nothing to play for. I've had nothing to play for all week, hence the lack of streams. And my mates have been busy, so I've not actually been on Warzone either. So it's quite unfortunate, but I'm hoping that they add something to milestones. I'm hoping that they bring out new objectives. But as I said, guys, we do have a new season coming in a day in 22 hours. So Friday will be a big day, big evening. I'm hoping they bring a lot of content with them, because I feel like we're due with the lack of content during Team of the Year and the lack of content in the last week with Future Stars. I wanted this to be an absolute brilliant promo. I'm still time for that to happen, and I'm hoping that on Friday they drop us some good objectives, like maybe progressive objectives like I've just explained, and then a lot of good SBCs. So that is exactly what I'm hoping for. Obviously we do have Team 2 as well, so we will obviously be trying to do our best to pack that. But that is the end of the video, guys. Let me know exactly how you're feeling. Let me know what you're expecting. Let me know if what I've explained is any good to use. Let me know, guys, and if you don't mind while you're at it, leave a like in the video. It lets me know that I'm bringing some good content for you. But as I said, guys, I'll be back hopefully tomorrow if they bring something out. I doubt it, but if no, there'll definitely be a video on Friday, obviously, as I said, because there is a few things getting released. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'm out. Cheers, cheers.